Hey guys, Harrison101 back at it once again with a brand new video for you, and it's time for another Forza Motorsport 4 double review. In this episode we take a look at two of the fastest and most powerful Italian racing cars on the planet, as we look at a beast from the past, the Ferrari F50GT, versus a beast of the present and future, the Pagani Zonda R. It's honestly hard to judge both of these cars on looks because they're racing cars. They're not built for aesthetics or for comfort or for style. They're built to be aerodynamically proficient and to be the best possible style for the track, and everything is done for downforce and for performance purposes. But what I will say is that given the modifications to their original cars, I prefer the F50s look more the more modest, refined, stylish look compared to Pagani Zondas, which is a lot more in your face and out there. Definitely another case of less is more on this one. Both cars are very similar in terms of performance. Both have 750 brake horsepower. Both can do 0 to 16 in a little over 3 seconds. And both can do quarter miles in under 11 seconds. But in this long distance drag race test over a standing mile, the Pagani Zonda and its improved aerodynamics mean it has an easier time punching through the air at higher speeds and actually closed out the standing mile a good 10 miles per hour faster than the older Ferrari F50 GT. Goes to show you, modern aerodynamics really does go a long way in these cars. So Zonda gets the slight edge in terms of performance, as you can see on these replays. Over to the Top Gear test track for our handling test, and here's my quote I was sent from Kenshin describing these two cars. He goes, well, both of these cars have extremely good brakes and acceleration. They also have crazy amounts of downforce for their cornering grip. There really isn't much to complain about with either of these cars other than their crazy price tags, which I'll get to in the next section. They're both so good that you just want to keep pushing them harder to find their limit. In doing so, you will eventually find that limit and most likely end up dead on the side of the road on fire. Thanks, Ken. But it's very true about what he said. It's one of those cars you just want to keep finding that biting point, and when you do, you tend to go over the edge. And that's very similar in both cars. They both handle beautifully well and are extremely fast around the track, blitzing obviously anything we've put to test so far. So we've made our own separate R2 power board for R2 cars of this nature. The Ferrari F50 actually beating the more recent Zonda R with a 105.94. Moving on to the car's usability. As you may know by now, this is the category where I judge how usable this car is in the realms and world of Forza Motorsport 4. Now, unfortunately, both of these cars aren't really that great in Forza. The problem is that like many racing cars in Forza, they come with a lofty price tag, and both of these cars do. The Ferrari F50 is $500,000 cheaper at 1.2 million credits compared to the Pagani Zonda R's 1.7 million credits. Neither of these cars are winnable as reward cards, unfortunately, and another problem is when you buy them, they both have extremely close to the limit performance index ratings, 872 and 875 exactly. Unfortunately, a problem with that is that you can no longer upgrade them, so you're pretty much buying a car built for that category. Well, that's not a bad thing either, but you can't upgrade them to take them to the R1 category because you're going to get smoked by the Le Mans cars that are also in that section. So unfortunately, expensive, overpriced, and unable to upgrade or optimize means bad usability ratings all around, really, unfortunately. My final verdict: these two cars are 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. They're pretty much identical. The F50 is a slightly better handling car, while the Pagani Zonda is slightly faster. Also, the Ferrari might be slightly cheaper, which does help it out, but you still paid 1.2 million, which is an overpriced figure for what you're getting. Both, however, are extremely dependable cars, can own anywhere in R2, and are extremely fun to drive on a track, which is exactly what a racing car is meant to do. I've been Harrison101, hope you enjoyed the video. Send me your suggestions, thanks for watching, and sayonara.